Film is literature. We're here. We're back. It's been a couple of weeks. I'm Justin, and this is James. James, how are you, my friend?
Super fantastic. I got running a little cold, but we're gonna work through it. So excuse my voice.
Same, dude. Same. I haven't been feeling too good as well. I kind of picked the wrong setup here for our thing because we can't really read your background too well. Let me change that really quick so that people can see. Let's see here. Well, honestly, I don't know how to change it now. So, here we go.
It's still too big.
It's still too big. All right.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, people, we are doing Dead Poet Society, a movie from 1999. Let's see.
1989, I think.
1989. Sorry, 1989. James, I'll let you describe the movie really quick here before we kind of dive in to start talking about it.
So it was a movie about a prep school, all boys prep school. It was real rigid on learning and how to learn, how they taught. So there wasn't any progressive teachers or faculty members in this school, and they had a real rigid way of this for these kids learning. And these kids also.
Hold on, wait. It was like a Catholic school, right, or something? Did you mention that?
I don't know if it's Catholic, but they had the bagpipes.
It's church based. Yeah, it's church based. Yeah. It's some kind of church based for sure.
Right, it's church based, and it's like I said, it's real rigid.
Did you say that it was 1959? It was 1959.
Was it? It was that old?
Yeah,
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and they basically had a tradition of sending most of these kids, 75% of these kids, to Ivy League schools based on their curriculum and based on how they taught them. It was a school. It was almost like a she called schools where people stay at, and they just go home on the weekends.
Like a prep school,
boarding school, It's like a boarding school. Yeah. Excuse me, it's like a boarding school because the kids lived there and they lived like dorms, and they had a progressive teacher who actually graduated from this prep school in I'm gonna say 30 years prior.
17 years prior.
Oh, he looked old. Okay.
Yeah. It said in the book, in his yearbook, it was 1942. So yeah.
Got it. Yeah. So now, I didn't even pay that no attention, to be honest. It was 17 years prior. But he's a little more progressive. He didn't teach in the style that the school liked. He was a little more progressive, a little more liberal, and he had some unconventional ways of teaching. So lo and behold, the group of students took to him and took to his ideas of how to think outside the box and think independently. That's more of it. Independently. This school was more of a group think type situation. Everybody thought the same. Everybody probably did the same thing. It was real rigid on, I'm gonna be a doctor, so I'm gonna take biology and science and go straight to college and do the exact same thing. So some of these folks didn't even have a choice most of these kids did not have a choice of what they're going to do in the future because their parents drove their progression in life. And at the end, after having taken Robin Williams' class, and I forgot his name right now. I forgot the name. This teacher, Keaton. Yeah, Mr. Keaton. These kids became independent thinkers and became a little more outgoing, coming out their shell, thinking for themselves, thinking what they want to do, what makes them feel good, what makes them resonate, what makes them wake up, and which basically is a good and a bad thing because it went against the parents and it went against the school. And ultimately, one of the kids had to perish or had to, one of the kids took his life because he disappointed his father, and his father, he just couldn't handle it anymore. So,
all right. Yeah. So it's a very, this is way more of like, how do you say, like, a lot of the movies we do are kind of like lighthearted or something like this. But I think this one really hits on like some serious stuff. Like, I think this is very, like Carpe Diem was a big thing in the movie. Seize the day. Obviously, that was a big thing. A lot of like parent son kind of relationships kind of in this movie. I feel like the movie came out in 1989, which I mentioned. Have you seen this movie before?
I have never seen this movie. And when you told me about the movie, I was thinking about another movie. It wasn't this one. Excuse me. So,
were you thinking of Small Soldiers? Is that what you were thinking of?
no, some with poets in it. And I was like, yeah, okay. I was like, yeah, we can, because I can do any movie. It's not a real big deal. And this wasn't it. Maybe Poetic Justice. I don't know.
Oh, the Tupac movie? The Tupac movie?
Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of that.
Which now I'm always down to do that movie as well. Big Tupac fan. I know. Yeah. I don't look like it, but yeah. So I have seen this movie twice. I think, but both times I think was in middle school. So it's been like 20 something years since I watched it. We watched it in school one time, and then I watched it like one day when I was skipping school and it was on TV. So, but yeah, they were both like in middle school. So it's been 20 something years. And honestly, I forgot kind of like a lot of this movie. Yes. Yeah, there was a ton of this movie that I kind of forgot. Let's talk about the cast. The cast is obviously Robin Williams is the main guy.
Yes.
Can I say like a little bit of a hot take here, James? Like a little bit of a hot take here that I'm going to throw out. I like Robin Williams better in movies like this where he's serious than I do when he's a comedian.
Yeah, I do. I mean, this was a good movie because he was still comedian. He was still comedian.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He was lighthearted and it was real liberal. So the role fit him well because I could see Robin Williams back in his prime. He was that guy, that happy guy. And I grew up on Robin Williams, because Mork and Mindy and things of that nature. So, so I can remember Robin Williams being that bubbly and being that guy. I mean, to be honest with you, I would say I love Robin Williams, but I do appreciate him as an actor and as a person in the industry.
He's one of those guys where like I kind of forget about him sometimes, and then like I'll watch one of his movies like this and be like, oh my God, I forgot how great of an actor he was and how much I really like him. But yeah, I really do like his movies where it's more serious.
Yeah.
Like his movies that are straight comedies, like they're okay. Like
it's too much. Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, I like this movie a lot. Let's talk about the rest of the cast. So obviously a lot of younger people in this cast. Ethan Hawke as a name. We just did an Ethan Hawke movie last time. This being Ethan Hawke, this was like his third movie that he ever did. So,
and the funny thing is, when I looked at it, I looked at it. I was like, I know that guy.
Yeah,
that's Ethan Hawke. And a baby. I mean, he had to be really like a teenager in this movie.
Oh yeah, I don't even know how old he was. I didn't even look. Let's see how old he was. It would have been 19. Yeah.
Oh, he was 19. He looked young. Yeah, he looked young.
Yeah, he's aged out of all the younger people in this movie. I feel like he aged the most because I feel like some of the other younger guys in this movie look exactly the same.
No.
Like so. Did you know Robert Sean Leonard, who played Neil, the kid who shot himself? Do you know him?
Yes, he played in a lot of movies. I mean, he played in a lot of things. I've seen him. Like I said, this cast was like, oh,
yeah.
Well,
he played. I think he's most notable for he played in that TV show House.
Yeah.
He wasn't House. He didn't play House.
I know he played House. I know that.
What was his? He played his assistant. I can't remember his name now, but. Yeah, I think that's. But I think he looks exactly the same. Like
you can tell that. You can tell it's him. You can tell it's him. But Ethan Hawke, I can tell it's him. He just got some gray.
Yeah. I mean, Ethan Hawke's definitely aged a little bit. What about? Let's see, who else was in this movie? Josh Charles, who played. Yeah, Josh Charles. Yep. Do you know him from? Four Brothers? Is that what that movie was called?
Yeah, but I know him somewhere else. Didn't he? Oh, Good Wife. He played in The Good Wife.
Yeah, The Good Wife. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Handmaid's Tales, they say it looked like he played in that as well. I'm looking at some stuff.
Yeah, he's got a really good career. I'm actually, honestly, every time I see him, he's another one of those guys where every time I see him, I'm like, how did he not have a way bigger career?
Yeah.
And then I guess Let's see. I guess the other big name would be Kurtwood Smith, who played Neil's dad.
Kurtwood Smith. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
He played
old
the dad.
then. Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah, he played the dad in that '70s show. I don't know if you watched that.
I don't watch it, but I remember him playing in a couple of movies. I'm looking for his bio now.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff, man. He's been like you said, he's been old forever.
He's been old forever. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in RoboCop. He was in the X-Files for a little bit. I don't know if you watched that one.
I watched the X-Files. Yes, that was my show.
Yeah. So he was in that. He was in that for a little bit. He was in
Rambo.
Trying to find some movies. Yeah, Rambo. He was in, Hitchcock, that Will Smith movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he really hasn't been in too many movies. He's been in a lot of TV shows, though.
TV shows, right.
Yeah, so overall, pretty good cast. I think this was a great cast, for sure. Yeah. Let's see. So the movie was 2 hours long. Was that about right for you? 2 hours and 8 minutes.
It was some dead moments in there.
Agreed.
It was some dead moments.
Agreed. I think they could have probably cut out like 20 minutes.
Yeah, there's some dead moments. I mean,
okay.
I get what they're trying. They're trying to, sell a story. They're trying to, show the kids maturing and understanding who they are. I get it, but know.
Yeah, and so the whole story only takes place in a couple months, though.
Yeah, a semester, I guess.
Yeah, a semester. There you go. Yeah. Let's see. It was rated PG. Does that surprise you at all?
Yes, they don't surprise me, but they could have been rated PG-13 because they could have did a little more on the teenage party. Mm-hmm. They did a bunch of kissing. Well, but back in the day, that probably should have been. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's.
In '89, kissing was a little. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. It wasn't 80. Like the movie's set in '59, though.
Yeah, well. But it played but I'm saying it came out in '89. So just trying to understand the PG content of it. Like,
gotcha.
There wasn't nothing. Yeah, there wasn't nothing that you couldn't do. Kissing, there was just kissing. There was the fake kissing. The kissing where they.
Yeah. So the movie costed $16 million to make, and it made $235 million. Huge success. Huge success.
Yes, that's great. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the box office. For the year 1989, it came out in June of 1989. It finished. Any guess on where it finished in the box office that year?
Oh, the whole year? I'm gonna say 20.
Dude, no, you're way too low. It finished 8th place.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
8th place. Here's the top 5. Top 5 is pretty strong, man. Top 5 is pretty strong. Batman was number 1.
Oh God.
I like that Batman. That's a good Batman though. That's with Michael Keaton. That's a good one. It's a good Batman. Number 2 was Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I've never seen it. Number 3 was Lethal Weapon 2. I've never seen that either.
That's fun.
Never seen that.
I've seen it.
Number 4 was Rain Man. That's a good movie though.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. And number 5 was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids at number 5, which I really like that movie too.
That was a good kid movie. Yep.
A little bit of a kids movie though, but yeah. So opening weekend, it finished 3rd place behind Star Trek 5 and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So there you go. That's about where. So it was up for a couple of Oscars, though. This movie was up for a couple of Oscars. Let's see. It got nominated for 4 Oscars, I think. Hold on. Let me go through and make sure I was right here. He got nominated for 4 Oscars, James, and only won 1, which was Best Screenplay. It did lose. It was up for the Best Picture. It lost. And Robin Williams was up for Best Actor, and he lost.
Right. Okay.
Did one of those surprise you?
No, because he's going against Indiana Jones, right? I mean, I forgot his name right now. He's going against Mel Gibson. Harrison Ford, Mel Gibson in the 80s were, and then Sylvester Stallone.
So I'll tell you who won.
Yeah.
For best picture, the winner was Driving Miss Daisy.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Best actor was won by Daniel Day-Lewis for a movie called My Left Foot.
Yeah, I never seen
it. Never seen it.
Okay.
Daniel Day-Lewis, wonderful actor, but never seen that movie. Could not tell you what it's about. I'm guessing The Left Foot. I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
No idea. So I want to hit on a couple of things here before we dive into our categories.
Sounds good.
First of all, would you have liked to have gone to this school?
Absolutely not.
Same. 100%.
Absolutely.
100%. Also, how much would it have sucked to have gone to a school with no girls?
It sucked ass. Excuse my language. I don't know how you go to high school without any women, or any girls. That's horrible. What's the motivation? Yeah. No, sir.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I would have. Dude, I would have been trying to get kicked out of this.
It's like going to work with no women. You know what I mean? Got to be somebody there. I mean, sheesh. Yeah. Horrible.
Are we back? Okay. Sorry about that. I think it kind of. Yeah. It would have really sucked. But did a lot of the poets that they were talking about?
Said no. I know. Yeah. It wasn't poet. It was like Shakespeare and.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know some. I mean, I'm not a very romantic poetry type of guy, but I knew some. I'm not unaware.
Gotcha. I will say this about this movie. It made me realize, or not realize, it made me remember how much I really hated school.
Why you hate school?
Man, I hated it, man. I hated sitting in class. Like, I hated learning stuff that I felt like there was no reason to learn.
So, and that's why this movie, the movie was a good movie. This is why I like the movie, because the traditional way of learning, he changed it based on, he changed it. He made it more interesting. He made it more, lively. He made it fun, and for a non-fun subject, right? And
did you have
Did
you have any fun teachers when you were in school?
Not like this. No. Not like this. No. Excuse me. No.
Same.
I mean, fun. I mean, school was it supposed to be fun?
I mean, it wasn't fun for me ever.
I went to school in the 80s, so I don't think the school was fun, but it was just something you had to do, right?
Well, at least we weren't in school in '59 and got whooped with a paddle like the one kid did in the movie.
Oh yeah. That I was on the tail end of the paddle. I mean, some people still doing that, but it wasn't many.
Bro, I would have left if I ever got paddled at school. I would have left and never went back ever.
Yeah, but
ever.
That's no. You say that because it's like kids say that now. If I had to walk to school in the snow, I would have never. But it's one of the things that you had to do, and it was accepted. You know what I mean? So it's like that's what it is. Yeah. It's different times, and you don't have to get paddled now. So I get it.
Thank God.
It's almost like the rosary thing, like where you do a sin, you drink 3 Hail Marys, and do this. Nobody does that no more. But back in the day, they did it.
Yeah, true. You are correct about that. Let's do you have anything else to add before we jump into these categories?
No, I think we're going to talk about everything.
All right, perfect. Let's jump into these categories. First and foremost, favorite scene. James, what is your favorite scene of Dead Poets Society?
I think that my favorite scene was when Robin Williams, aka Mr. Keaton, had them stand on the desk and jump off the desk and say, I don't know, say I don't know exactly what he was trying to make them say, but say something the first thing that come to your mind. It was basically kind of liberating them to say you can do anything. You can say, not say anything, but you can, be a leader. Stop being a follower type thing. It was liberating them. It's liberating these kids to be more than just what their parents want them to be. They want to be with, have a mind of your own. I guess he was trying to attain that. So I did like that piece of it.
Yeah, I mean, I really like that scene. I like that scene as well. I think the movie's set up for us to probably say our favorite scene is the last scene when they all stand up on the table and yeah. Oh, Captain, my Captain, and Robin Williams turns around. Yeah, but that's not my favorite scene. I do think it's a cool way to end the movie. I'm all about good endings to movies. I think that was a great ending to this movie. Not my favorite scene though. I could say my favorite scene was the beginning. First meet Robin Williams, and he leads them out into the hallway or whatever, and they look at the past students or whatever. I thought that was kind of cool, and he's like carpe diem, carpe diem. I thought that was pretty cool. Not sure if that's my favorite scene. I think honestly, my two favorite scenes, it's kind of a toss up. I think maybe it's when Ethan Hawke was afraid to get in front of the class and read his poem, and Robin Williams brings him up there and closes his eyes and makes him talk.
Yeah.
I really like that scene. I just think he overcomes his fear, and then also, I honestly really like the first time they went to the cave as the society, as their group or whatever. I like when they first went to the cave, and that first time, like pretty much actually any scene when they're in the cave, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there were so those moments in the cave were bonding moments with them, understanding what this Dead Poet Society is supposed to do. Not supposed to do, but what it brings out in you. And I think that's what the thing with Robin Williams was really trying to say. Like these is not what they said, is how they said it, how they projected it, how they said it out loud. We made it boring throughout the years. But back then it was hip, to say, to be or not to be, you're trying to be romantic to women, this, that, and the third. So one thing you did say, one of your favorites, that favorite scene, the opening scene, it was inspirational. It was one of those things, carpe diem, seize the moment.
Yeah,
carpe diem. So seize the moment, you know what I mean? And it was a message to them, like, you're young, you're getting this education, you have these opportunities, seize the moment, carpe diem. And it was like, I need you to understand that. He could try to put it into them, but again, these kids are so rigid. They've been in this school and they kind of programmed. He's trying to deprogram these kids because he was one of these kids. And, again, he's trying to like seize the moment, make them understand this is only one moment in time. So you need to make sure you take the most out of this moment that you have. It took me a couple of times because I watched this movie about 3 times. Because I thought I missed something.
Nice.
Right. Yeah, I thought I missed something. Yeah. So but it was I like that. And I went back and told my kid that too. I ain't telling like where I got the, I ain't say seize them, I ain't say carpe diem. I said, you gotta just make the best of the moments that you have. You stop trying to, wait. These are the moments that you have right now, because she's in college, of course. But
yeah,
that's what you got to do. So I do like that scene. That scene set it up for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I think as I've said about any movie, and we'll talk here in a second about our least favorite scenes. But any movie that has a great beginning and great ending, which this movie did, I'm probably a fan of. So no surprise, I am a fan of this movie. But yeah, let's talk about our least favorite scenes. I'll let you go first. Do you have a least favorite scene at all?
So I think any scene like so I had to remember that this, like you just said, I'm glad you said that this movie was casted or was 1950s era.
Set? Yeah.
Where parents had a lot of influence over the children. And, if you notice, his wife didn't say much, it was the father. He ran the household. He ran everything. So the scene with his father wanted him to not be a journalist or something. he was a the journalist. I didn't care for that scene because one, he didn't listen to anything his son said. Right. I have all A's. All A's.
Yeah.
This is not going to interfere with anything. And his father was so head over heels, like, I need you to finish in a certain type of way. So because I need you to go here, and go here. The steps was, it was that scene, like, he just didn't listen. Excuse me, gentlemen. Everybody had to leave. He left the room. It's just one of those, it just reminds me of those old ways where dad had the only say. There was no other say in the house. It was interesting. So I didn't like that scene, to be honest with you. But I didn't like this. I didn't like the scene not because it wasn't played well, because it was the meaning behind the scene. Let me say that.
Yeah. No, I got you for sure. I mean, I think every movie in this scene is acted well and written well as well. But I like the scene that you picked. But I think my least favorite scene, and it's actually a couple scenes. Honestly, did not care when the dude was. I did not care actually when the dude was chasing after the girl. Like, I could care less. Whenever Knox was chasing after the girl, I could care. Like, I'm like, dude, I really don't care. Like, I had zero interest in any kind of love life. Like, I don't know. I didn't care.
But you think about it. I mean, we had to have that. We had to have those scenes because what was he overcoming? His fear of women, right? He's seen a girl that obviously, you've been there before. I fell in love and like first see a woman, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? They had an all boys school, you know what I mean? So you're looking at like, oh, yeah, but I get it.
I think maybe just the scenes where he was with the girl, they were just too awkward. I think, like, I don't know. I guess. They just seem too awkward to me. I'm like, bro, this is just cringe. Like, I don't really want to watch this. Like,
but it's supposed to be awkward. That's how that's how it's written. He played the scene pretty good because he seemed like he didn't know what to say to this daggone girl.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And
big time.
And it's supposed to be awkward. So I think the scene, it was just a romantic scene. You just don't like those romantic scenes or this puppy love crap. And I get it. I mean,
I don't like it. I don't like that kind of stuff in a movie where I feel like I don't personally think we needed it. That's just me. Just me.
You were just trying to add some. I think they were just trying to add more context to the carpe diem. Carpe diem. Seize the moment. He was seizing his moment.
100%. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, he almost raped her. He almost raped her when she was on the couch.
He kissed her on the forehead.
Like, he
kissed her on the forehead.
Yeah,
that's not rape, sir.
But well, I mean, still,
it might have been assault. It might have been assault, but it might not. It was not rape. Yeah. Definitely wasn't rape. My God.
All right. So favorite character, James. Favorite character.
I think my favorite character was Ethan Hawke. He was a quiet. Excuse me. He was a quiet character. He kind of didn't say too much. I think he was new to the school. He was new to the school and new to the atmosphere. He still had to live within his brother's shadow, though. He had a brother that went there some years ago or something. Had to live in his brother's shadow. And again, he was part of the kids that didn't know. He was part of the kids that couldn't do what they want to do. They had to do what they was told to do. And, if you notice, he came out of his shell slowly but surely, but he never said anything. Too much. His role was I don't say it was minimal. He had a lot of airtime as far as face time, but as far as words, he didn't have a lot of words to say. But when he said them, it was more powerful because he played the "I'm in my shell" and I'm in my shell. I'm just kind of just trying to get past this. But I like Ethan Hawke.
I think I'm right there with you. I kind of agree with everything you said. Ethan Hawke's my favorite character as well. His character's name was Todd Anderson. I just like that he was, shy and quiet and kind of afraid to do stuff. And then by the end of the movie, he was the first one that was kind of like, hey, I need to let Robin Williams know that we love him.
Right.
He didn't want to throw Robin Williams under the bus. So yeah, Ethan Hawke to me was definitely my favorite character. I do think the movie wants us to pick Robin Williams as our favorite character, which hey, he was a great character, but yeah, definitely Ethan Hawke, best character in the movie, hands down. I actually like that. We agreed. I did not think that we would agree.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I wasn't sure who you thought, but I'm kind of surprised that we agree on our favorite characters. Now, do we agree on our least favorite character?
If it's the dad, but he played his part to hate him. He's again, I don't like him because the part he played. Nothing more. It's a tie. Hold on. It's the dad and the principal, or the what you call him, the prime minister, or whatever.
The headmaster.
Yeah. Headmaster, yes, headmaster. He was. It was. It was too. Like I said, it was a mundane. I can say mundane. Mundane is not the word. It was too rigorous. The school was too rigid, and it had no room for progression. And the dad, from a successful standpoint, this school gets you to where you want to go. So he was so hard on his son doing X, Y, and Z. And the school didn't ever want to change from what they've been doing. They've been successful. And it's, when something's not broke, you don't want to fix it. But they've been doing this for 100 years, and you have to change with the times, I guess. But it's 1959. I don't know. I don't know if it was a bad thing per se. However, those are my two least favorite characters. But they want, like, again, I think the show, the movie wants you to hate these folks. So
100%. I think, and I agree with you. To me, the dad would definitely be my least favorite character. But yeah, the headmaster also up there. Honestly, though, I could pick something that is wrong with every single one of these characters. But I think though, that's how well that this movie is, because we all have something wrong with us. We all have something that somebody doesn't like. But literally, if you ask me, I could literally name you something about every main character in this movie and a reason why I don't like them. But yeah, by far, it's the dad to me. By far, the headmaster is shortly below him. Those two guys were just awful.
Awful.
It makes me want to ask. I do need to ask this. Do you blame Robin for the kid killing himself?
I'm sorry. You kind of broke up. What you say?
Oh, I broke up there. Sorry. Do you blame Robin Williams for the kid killing himself?
I don't blame Robin Williams for the kid killing himself. I can't blame you. You can't blame somebody for teaching you, not even teaching you, but allowing you to be you. And that's the thing. Like, Robin Williams showed him that what is your passion, but he showed it through, I guess, poems, or he showed it through poems, right? Poets and how you live your life and expression of self. That's what the expression of self. That's what he showed them. His expression of self was being an actor or being a stage play.
Yeah,
and that's what he liked. And I can't. It wasn't Robin Williams' fault. It was like sometimes you gotta look at them kids. You gotta understand your kids. Like,
if anything, it's the dad's fault. Yeah,
it's the dad's fault. And I'm gonna go with it's the parents' fault. I'm not going to even say his mom is the blame too. So you have to. It takes two to tango. And mom didn't say anything. Mom didn't. Mom let it happen. So even though she knows she didn't, you could tell in her face that she didn't agree with it, but she went with it because dad said it. So.
Yep. Yeah. So both parents are at fault. Yeah, I don't blame Robin Williams either at all. Let's move on to the next category. I guess nudity. We kind of had like a nude photo there from the Playboy or whatever, but
there was nudity back then.
Did this movie? Yeah. Oh yeah, big time. But did this movie need nudity, James?
I think they probably could have showed some breasts during that party.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably could have showed some breasts.
I mean, I think, yeah.
But it's PG, so you can't do that. So
exactly. I mean, I would have been okay with nudity, but I don't know if this movie really 100% needs it.
Right.
Next category: does this movie need a sequel, or do you think they could turn this into a TV show?
Could they turn this movie into a TV show? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Because they did back in those days. It was so uncommon for a teacher like Robin Williams to get rid of you and send you on your way. So they went back to, in my mind, they went back to the way they taught, and Robin Williams, went to wherever he went. So they don't need a sequel because it just went back to normal. So yeah,
I don't think TV show. I don't think they need it. Yeah, they don't need to touch this movie at all. This movie is great how it is, which leads me to my next question. What rating are you giving this movie, James? 1 to 5. What rating do you give this movie?
I'm gonna give this movie a 4. I know I'm always high on these lists. Hey. I'm gonna give this movie a 4. You're
not high. I'm giving this movie a 4 also.
Yeah, but only reason I gave it a 4 is because it was some dead scenes. Like that's it. Like there's 20 minutes taken out this movie here and there. Yeah, I can, but I do like the climax at the end of the movie. I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. I don't like suicide. I don't like death. But I am glad that something had to happen for somebody to kind of realize something, like to see something. Like we have to understand, we can't be so regimented in our kids' development that we don't listen to what our kids want to do. So I did like that was the message in this thing. So
it was, yeah. And honestly, I'd kind of forgotten that the kid killed himself. So yeah. I think that was I think this movie, like I said, the whole ending, from the time his dad walks in on the play all the way till the very end is like just perfect. And I think the first 20 minutes of the movie are perfect. So again, you mix those two things together, to me, you have a successful movie. Doesn't really matter what happens in the middle, but luckily the middle of this movie is great also, minus about 20 minutes.
Right, about 20 minutes. You take some 20 minutes out of it, you kind of good.
Yeah. Yep. So, James, is there anything else that we need to hit on Dead Poets Society?
Nothing. So I think if some people do look at this movie and understand, again, seize the moment. You know what I mean? It's a good message for just people in general about seizing the moment and stop trying to wait on things to be perfect. And you can't plan everything of your kid's life. You know what I mean? So have some boundaries, have some structure, but don't allow them to be who they are. Exactly. Other than that, that's it for me.
Perfect. I like it. Do you want to tell the people what we're doing next time? You're picking the next movie, so do you want to tell them what it is?
So we're going to go back to Netflix. I think this was on Hulu. So we'll go back to Netflix, and we're going to look at 2025 Frankenstein.
Nice.
Yeah, there's about 100 renditions of Frankenstein. Hopefully this one is better. But again, I told you earlier, I just turned it on yesterday. I didn't watch all of it. I just watched maybe the first 10 minutes or so. Nice. But let's see what happens. Frankenstein 2025.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be fun. So yeah, y'all stay tuned for that next episode. But as for Dead Poets Society, we're done. That's Film is Literature, Dead Poets Society. James, do you have any last words before we log off?
No, like, subscribe, comment.
That's right. Everybody enjoy. Leave your comments, subscribe, do all that stuff. And until next time, we will check you later.